I'm about to tell you the story everyone thought was over, but it's just beginning. Fort Zancudo rolled into Cayo Perico like thunder, crushed the cartel operations, and cut off every drug route into Los Santos. The city breathed easy for the first time in years. But guys, what they didn't know was that the most dangerous players had already vanished into the depths, and they were planning something that would make it. The original threat looked like child's play. So let me set the scene for you. Fort Zancudo's Special Operations Unit hit Cayo Perico at dawn with everything they had. Gunships, tactical teams, the works. They dismantled the cartel's infrastructure in 72 hours, seized millions in product, and arrested dozens of operatives. The drug pipelines feeding Los Santos dried up overnight, and for a few months, the brass at Zancudo were celebrating their decisive victory. But here's what nobody saw coming. While the military was busy congratulating themselves, the real power players, the elite cartel members who built that empire, had already activated their contingency plan. These weren't street-level dealers or even mid-tier commanders. These were the architects. All right, guys, this is where it gets absolutely wild. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, these cartel elites had constructed a network of underwater bunkers. And I'm not talking about some makeshift hitouts. These facilities had reinforced pressure doors rated for depths over 300 feet, silent docking systems for mini-subs, and sonar masking technology that made them invisible to standard naval detection. They'd been preparing these strongholds for years, funneling resources while everyone focused on the surface operations. The survivors holed up in these bunkers weren't just hiding, they were regrouping. We're talking about disciplined operators with military training, unlimited offshore funding, and one burning motivation: revenge. They had communications arrays, weapon stockpiles, and detailed intelligence on Fort Zancudo's security protocols. Every guard rotation, every blind spot, every vulnerability, they had it all mapped out. For months, nothing happened. Los Santos stayed quiet. Zancudo went back to routine operations, and everyone moved on. But then intelligence officers started picking up anomalies, weird acoustic pings on sonar arrays, encrypted radio traffic on frequencies that shouldn't exist, and divers reporting strange structures near the reef systems. But one analyst kept digging and discovered something terrifying: a network of underwater tunnels connecting hidden submarine pens to multiple insertion points along the coast. They traced the tunnels back to the bunker network and realized these weren't just hitouts. The encrypted traffic increased in frequency and complexity, following a pattern that suggested operational planning. Then they found it, a countdown sequence buried in the signal data. The cartel wasn't just planning revenge, they had already set a date. The night of the attack, the ocean was dead calm. Mini subsurfaced silently 3 clicks from Zancudo's perimeter, deploying teams of elite operatives equipped with cutting-edge gear. Their objective wasn't a frontal assault. It was surgical sabotage designed to cripple Zancudo's defenses and humiliate the entire garrison. They hit the radar installations first, then the backup generators, and finally planted charges on the armory access points. By the time base security realized what was happening, the cartel teams had already extracted, leaving Zancudo blind, dark, and defensively compromised. The aftermath was chaos, guys. The raid exposed massive security gaps and shattered the illusion of victory. But it also triggered something worse: a power vacuum. With the original cartel leadership thought dead, and the elite cell proving they could strike anywhere, splinter groups started emerging from the shadows, each claiming authority and scrambling for control of the disrupted drug networks. Fort Zancudo had won the battle but lost the war. And somewhere deep beneath the waves, in those pressure-sealed bunkers. So that's where we are now. Fort Zancudo thought they ended the threat when they invaded Cayo Perico, but they only pushed the real danger deeper. Those underwater bunkers are still operational. Those elite cartel members are still out there, and their network is growing. The next attack could come tomorrow or next month, but it's coming. And guys, when it does, it's going to make that first revenge strike look like a warning shot.